Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you guys how I make my beer battered shrimp tacos. So these are already deveined, but I already rinsed them. I'm just going to let them strain because the key to this is that you want the shrimp to be really dry so that the batter can stick. First thing that I like making is the salsa chipotle para los tacos. All I use is mayonnaise. This one's my favorite, sour cream, and chipotles. So I'm just going to add like 2 spoonfuls of crema. You can use sour cream, but this is gonna be kind of hard. And this is the one I'm using, Crema Mexicana. Now I'm gonna add 1 spoonful of mayonnaise. So now I'm gonna add the chipotle peppers. If you don't like it spicy, just add a couple. I usually add like about half. A mí me gusta comer a gusto, eh? I don't like freaking buggers running down. No. Bueno, a veces sí, ¿verdad? Con los aguachiles. I think that's good like that. Then you're gonna add a little bit of milk. I just have almond milk, it's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna blend. So this is how it should look like, nice and orangey red. And I'm gonna put it in this. I found it at Dollar Tree. I really love it because it, like, you know, for the salsa and stuff, it's perfect. So if it's too thick, you can go ahead and add more milk. Just be careful because sometimes sale muy aguadito and you don't want that. But when that happens, if it's too aguadito, you just add more sour cream or more mayo. Tú vente pa acá. Aquí no gastamos nada, eh? So make sure you get you get all of it. Okay, so now it's ready. All I'm gonna do is just shake it up a little bit and put it in the fridge. That way it's nice and cold when we serve it with the tacos. So now I'm gonna make the Pico de Gallo, but with cabbage. This is just 1 cabbage, and then I have half a red onion, 1 Chile Serrano, 2 Roma tomatoes, and some cilantro. So now I'm just gonna mix it up real quick. Okay, so I lied. I ended up adding 1 more Roma tomato just so that I can have more color to it. Now I'm gonna add 2 very juicy limes, some salt to taste, as well as some black pepper. And this has to be cold too. I mean, you can serve it like that, but I like putting it in the fridge. Meanwhile, I make the batter. These are the ingredients I'll be using for the beer battered tacos. Flour, paprika, cayenne pepper, un huevito, garlic salt, cornstarch, beer. If you don't want to use beer, you can use sparkling water, black pepper, and Old Bay seasoning. These ingredients are very important. If you don't have them, I suggest you go out and buy them because this will give you the perfect batter. So I used 1.5 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. That one's the one that's spicy. So si no te gusta muy spicy, I suggest add half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon. Then 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic salt, and 1 teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot about this, but you're gonna need 1 teaspoon of baking powder as well. So here's the cup of flour and the teaspoon of baking powder. And then 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And then here are the spices. I always like to mix the dry ingredients separately from the wet ingredients. Now I'm gonna add the huevito, 1 cup of beer. If you don't want to use beer, you can use sparkling water, that's okay. But this gives it a good crispiness to the batter. So I sometimes get asked, si los tacos te van a emborrachar, ¿ustedes qué creen? No, of course not. But I mean, if you're scared of using it, you know, you can just use sparkling water, no hay pedo. It's your preference. I just like beer, okay? So that's why I put it. So you're just gonna keep mixing until there's no more lumps. So this is how it should look like. So when I first would do this recipe, un pedazo de cilantro, ¿qué es eso? I would just leave it like that and dip it in the mixture. Pero como que están muy grandes los camarones. Well, these are a good size, but I'm still going to cut them. I'm just gonna cut them like this, but I'm not gonna cut them all the way through. So they're kind of like a C, you know? So you can stick them in the batter like that. I'm gonna do that to every single one right now. And you can take away that black stuff right here. Like that. So they should be nice and long, but make sure you don't cut all the way through. Let me show you closer. Just like this. All the way down. And they should open, and you can take out this little piece right here. And like that. That's how I like to do it now. So I don't think I'm gonna use all of the shrimp because I'm not sure if my son's gonna like, I don't think he's had these before. He likes shrimp, but not like in the batter, you know? So I think I'm just gonna make him some like al mojo de ajo or something like that, but he loves shrimp. Let's talk about something real quick. So not always, but sometimes someone tells me why I don't wear gloves. And personally, well, first of all, yo no uso, like a lot of the people who wear gloves, they have nails. Bueno, tengo uña, pero es mi verdadera uña, not long nails. You know, if I had long nails, then okay, yeah, I would wear them. But also, I don't sell the food. I only make it for my family and I, so they don't mind it. I think I received a comment on Instagram like, oh, I didn't see her wash her hands, so yeah, I wouldn't take her food. I'm like, bro, first of all, ¿quién te está dando? And third of all, second of all, there's only 2 reasons. But second of all, just because I don't film it doesn't mean I'm not doing it, you know? You guys only see what I want you to see. Have you ever thought of that? But yes, I always wash my hands a lot, actually. So this batter recipe does call for like 2 pounds of shrimp, but I ended up using a little bit less than that I can make Damien some al mojo de ajo. But this is what they should look like. Nice and clean. So like I said, they should be really, really dry. They are kind of dry already. I just like to kind of tap them. I have seen people dip them in flour first before putting them in the batter, but I don't. So I like to put all the camarones all at once, just like this. I like to put them all together all at once. So now I'm going to submerge them in the batter very, very carefully. So I like to wait until my husband gets home. It's marinovio, eh? I call him my husband, but yeah, I'm gonna wait until Danny gets home so that I can make these so that they're nice and fresh. So I already heated up the aceite. I like to put 2 toothpicks because así no se quema el aceite, the oil doesn't burn. I don't know how, but it just works. Okay, try it and let me know if it does work for you, but it works for me. So now I'm gonna add the shrimp carefully. This smells so good. So I just like to fry it for like 5 minutes. I like it super crispy. So I'm going to do a voiceover because it started to get a little loud at my house. Once they're nice and crispy, I'm going to remove them, and I like to set them on paper towels so that way they can soak up some of the oil. Now I'm going to heat up some tortillas on the comal. I like to put a little bit of mayonnaise on my tortillas, not too much because I'm not the biggest fan. A little bit goes a long way. Then I add the shrimp as well as the Mexican coleslaw, or I don't know, does it have a name? Whatever it is, just put it on top. And don't forget about the salsa chipotle. I feel like that really just helps everything come together. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.